What's up, y'all? So, just wanted to do a follow-up here on the Hummingbird setup with the Marcum Helix. I'm sorry, the Hummingbird Helix 7 and the Marcum Lithium Shuttle. Saw some videos posted online where guys are drilling holes and using the Hummingbird gimbal, and just wanted to let everybody know that if you can see here. These brackets that come with the Hummingbird ice kit fit on the Marcum gimbal. You don't have to drill holes. You don't have to do anything. You can use all the same hardware. It's tight. You can loosen it just the same way. These brackets fit. You don't have to drill holes. You don't have to, do all that funny jazz. You do have to, screw in with bolts. These are obviously a little bit long, but you have to screw bolts into the unit in order to make it work. So, sorry for being long-winded on the original video. So, hopefully, those of you that I'm going to post a link to this video in the original video so that you can kind of get to the meat and potatoes of what I was trying to say in the original video. Just get yourself a Marcum gimbal. Mount your Hummingbird to that gimbal, and the gimbal and Hummingbird will mount straight to your Marcum Helix. I'm sorry, dang it, keep messing that up. Your Marcum Lithium Shuttle. So, anyways, yes, after using this thing consistently for a good 5 weeks, I'm super impressed. Like, this sits on the ice in puddles of water all day long. I haven't gotten it down to less than maybe 60%. Using it all day, charging different things, phones, cameras, all that fun stuff. I've got a lot of content I haven't gotten to. I've been busy with work, etc. So I don't have a ton of, I don't have a ton of time to edit video. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, even though I do work with a lot of full-time YouTubers. However, I have recorded quite a bit of footage. I've lost a lot of footage, probably more than I've recorded. So that being said, you don't have to drill holes. You don't have to do any of that funny business. If you have a Hummingbird gimbal, use that to mount onto your boat or, your ATV or your sled. However, you don't have to do that with the lithium shuttle here. Just get a Marcum gimbal and put your Hummingbird on that Marcum gimbal to put that, and those holes line up with your Marcum Lithium Shuttle. So again, I really do like this unit. You don't need a big case. This is the case that came with the Hummingbird ice kit. I don't use it. It just sits in my office. It doesn't get used because I just don't need it. And I kind of like the simplicity of this. I mean, jeepers. Might help if I, there we go. So anyway, the only thing is like, the transducer, it kind of flops around a little bit, and I just kind of toss it back in there. But I've had this on the back of my snowmobile with a bunch of other electronics, flying down the lakes, and this thing just gets caked with ice and snow, but it doesn't affect it at all. I mean, it's a sealed unit, so like I said, I've had this sitting in water, not fully submerged, of course, but this is it's just a solid unit, I will say. So for those of you that are kind of wondering how this thing actually performs over the last, literally 5 weeks that I've been using this, it performs well, and it's definitely the battery definitely lasts. And I've actually used the battery that came with the Hummingbird ice kit. I used that battery in my snowmobile for. I use that in my snowmobile. Yep. Here, hold on a second here. I got phones going off here. That's not going to happen. So let's just go ahead and shut that puppy down. Anyway, so I have I use the battery for my LED lights in my snowmobile, which I'll have a video on that coming up too. So yeah, it's a nice 12-volt battery that comes with the kit, and it's usable for your lights inside your ice shack, lights on a snowmobile like I use, or what have you. So anyways, for those of you that got use out of this, the one thing I will say though, if if you're adjusting these handles on this is the only gripe that I have really about this Marcum Shuttle. I'm going to try and show you guys this. See, if you can see back here, there's a little slot right here, right? So you can adjust this handle up and down, right? You can adjust the handle up and down. Let me try and shut this phone off again like I've tried to do 100 times. Okay, so anyway, it's a little slot right here, and I loosened these knobs here to adjust it, but I loosened it a little too much. And the bolts inside the handle came undone, and it was a bear to try and get those bolts back onto these nuts, because you can't reach them with a finger or anything. They're in there, they're not coming out. And so I had to, it took quite a while for me. So if you're gonna loosen these to raise up your handle, you know, tighten them down real good again, and don't go too far, because like I said, it's a pain in the rear to get that going. So anyways, no, there's there's a lot of areas where you can attach cameras here. Another thing that I got that I haven't quite used yet is, if you want to attach a bar here for a camera so that it can see, that's always good. And that way you can record a little bit better. So, I mean, the nice thing about the Marcum Shuttle is it's got a lot of areas to attach accessories. So hope that helped everyone. Again, I'll link to this video along with all the equipment that you need, but don't worry about screwing nuts and bolts into this. You don't have to. Just get the right gimbal, which I'll have a link in the description. So hope that helps. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here, and have yourself a great, fantastic day.